This video I'm going to show how I installed a trailer hitch on my 2007 Toyota Matrix. The first thing I'm going to do is use a tap with the same threading as the bolts to make sure that I get all the rust and debris out of the threaded bores. I try using a T-handle for the tap, but there's not enough room to turn it, so I end up switching over to a ratchet wrench. My vehicle requires an M12 1.25mm tap, and the end of it fits inside of a 5/16 ratchet wrench. So after checking to make sure the bolt goes in, I go through the rest of the threaded bores to clean them out. And I make sure that the tap is as straight as possible so I don't mess up the existing threads, which would make it harder for the bolts to go in. I also spray in lubricant when the tap starts getting stuck, which helps make it easier to clear the bore holes out. Then I take a blowgun attached to an air compressor to help clear debris out as well, which also makes it much easier. Now that I know the bolts will go in all the bore holes, I can start fitting the hitch receiver onto the vehicle so I can bolt it on. I get one bolt started on each side so it will hold it up, which will make it easier to wrench the rest of the bolts on. Then I go through and get the rest of the bolts started and begin tightening them all up using a socket wrench. It's not easy working the wrench in such a tight space, but I keep at it and figure out how to make it work. Some of the bolts won't go in all the way though, so I have to pull them out and try cleaning the bore thread holes out more, which ends up being very time consuming, but it's understandable considering how old this vehicle is. There's probably a lot of rust buildup since the rear of the vehicle has seen a lot of rainy days and winters with salted roads, so I just keep at it. I wrench the tap up through the bore hole while lubricating it more, pull it out, then blow the hole out with the blowgun and try getting the bolt in all the way again. I end up having to do this a couple times for most of the bolts, so it ends up taking a lot longer than I expected it to take. So needless to say, it became pretty frustrating since it was taking a lot longer with a lot more effort than I thought. I finally get all the bolts tightened up, and it feels really solid, so I install the hitch, which is as simple as inserting it in the receiver, inserting a bolt, and tightening it up. Hopefully this video has helped, and feel free to ask any questions that you still may have in the comments. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe for more quick and on-point videos.